Private message, chosen one. This is for you alone. Please close the door before you listen. Listen carefully because this moment was not placed in your life by accident. And if you ignore what is being spoken right now, you may walk past something that was meant to change everything for you. I am speaking to you directly, not to the crowd, not to the world, but to you in this very second. This is why I asked you to close the door, because what is being revealed is personal, protected, and sacred, and it cannot be understood by everyone around you. There are things I have been waiting to tell you that require your full attention, your quiet heart, and your willingness to receive without distraction. If you stay until the end, you will understand why this moment matters more than you realize and why what comes next is not random, but something I have prepared long before today. Type Amen to affirm. I am asking you to step away from noise because your life is entering a sensitive shift where clarity matters more than opinions. Too many voices have surrounded you. Too many doubts have echoed in your mind, and too many people have tried to define what I have already chosen for you. But this is the moment where I separate you from confusion so you can finally hear truth without interference. What I am about to show you is not meant for everyone because not everyone can carry what you are about to carry. You have felt the pressure, the isolation, and the quiet pulling away from certain people, and that was not punishment. It was preparation. Within your spirit, there has been a restless feeling that something is changing even if you could not explain it. That feeling was not anxiety. It was alignment because I have been positioning things behind the scenes that you could not see. You have been wondering why certain doors closed without warning, why certain connections faded without reason, and why your path started to feel lonely. But now I am revealing to you that none of that was loss. It was protection, and it was necessary. I had to remove distractions so you would not miss what is coming directly toward you. If this touches your heart, take a moment to like this video because your small action can help this reach someone else who needs to hear it at the exact right time. You must understand that being chosen does not mean being comfortable. It means being trusted with something greater than comfort. I have watched how you handled moments when no one else was watching, how you kept going when it would have been easier to quit, and how you held on even when you felt like you were losing everything. That is what I was waiting to see from you. Not perfection, not strength without struggle, but faith that refuses to disappear even when tested. And now that you have shown that, I am opening something that cannot be taken away from you. There is a reason this had to be private because what I am giving you next will not be understood by those who only see with their eyes. You are stepping into a season where things will begin to move quietly at first, almost like a whisper before a storm. You may notice small changes, subtle confirmations, and unexpected opportunities that feel too perfectly timed to ignore. Do not dismiss them because they are part of a larger plan unfolding piece by piece. I am not rushing this process because what I am building in your life must be strong enough to last. Type 1111 if you believe. I know there were nights when you felt unseen, when your prayers felt unanswered, and when your heart questioned whether I was really listening. But I was there in every moment, shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you in ways you did not recognize at the time. Every delay had a purpose, every silence had meaning, and every struggle carried a lesson that is now becoming part of your strength. You are not the same person you were before, and that is exactly why you are ready now. What is coming next is not just a blessing, it is a shift in how you see yourself and your life. You have been underestimating what I placed inside you, and you have been measuring your worth based on things that were never meant to define you. But I am correcting that now. I am showing you that your value was never dependent on approval, recognition, or validation from others. It has always been rooted in the purpose I placed within you, and that purpose is beginning to rise. You may feel a pull to move differently, to think differently, and to distance yourself from what once felt normal. Do not resist that feeling. It is not confusion, it is direction. I am guiding you toward a path that requires a clearer mind and a stronger spirit, and that is why I asked you to close the door, because where I am taking you, distractions cannot follow. There is also something you need to release, not because it is entirely bad, but because it is no longer aligned with where you are going. Holding on to it will only slow down what is meant to happen next. Letting go may feel uncomfortable, but it will create space for something far greater to enter your life. Trust me in this moment, even if you cannot fully understand it yet. You are not being left behind. You are being set apart. You are not being ignored. You are being prepared. And you are not walking alone, even when it feels quiet around you. I am with you in ways you cannot always see, guiding every step, protecting every move, and ensuring that nothing meant for you will ever pass you by. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. That is because what I am speaking is not just words. It is direction, and your soul recognizes it even before your mind fully understands it. I am not rushing you, but I am calling you to stay aware, because the next steps in your life will require you to move with intention and trust. You are entering a phase where hesitation can delay what is already prepared, and I do not want you to miss what has been carefully aligned for you. What you have been through was never meant to break you, even though at times it felt like it would. There were moments when you thought you reached your limit, when you believed you had nothing left to give, and yet you continued. That continuation is what set you apart. That quiet decision to keep going when everything felt uncertain is what opened the door to where you are now. I saw every silent effort, every tear you did not explain to anyone, and every time you chose to rise instead of stay down. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. Now I need you to understand something very clearly. The shift that is coming into your life will not look the way you expected it to look. You may have imagined something loud, something immediate, something that announces itself with certainty. But what I am bringing will begin quietly, almost gently, and it will require your awareness to recognize it. Do not overlook small beginnings, because what seems small at first is carrying something much bigger within it. I work in ways that build from the inside before revealing on the outside. You may also notice that your perspective is changing. Things that once mattered deeply to you may begin to lose their importance, and things you never considered before may suddenly feel significant. This is not confusion. This is growth. I am expanding your understanding so you can step into what is meant for you without being held back by old patterns. You are not losing yourself. You are discovering a deeper version of who you were always meant to be. There is also a restoration happening within you, not just around you, but inside you. Parts of your heart that felt tired, parts of your mind that felt heavy, and parts of your spirit that felt distant are being renewed. You may not see it all at once, but you will feel it in moments. You will notice a calm where there used to be chaos, a clarity where there used to be confusion, and a strength where there used to be doubt. This is not temporary. This is transformation. I need you to stay grounded during this time. Do not let sudden emotions or outside voices pull you away from what you are beginning to understand. You have come far to return to what no longer serves you. You have grown beyond certain spaces, beyond certain conversations, and beyond certain expectations that were never truly yours. Moving forward will require you to honor that growth, even when it feels unfamiliar. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is something else you must be aware of. Not everyone will understand the changes happening in you, and that is okay. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to fulfill what was placed within you, and that path is not meant to look the same as anyone else's. Some people may question your decisions. Some may not recognize the direction you are taking, and some may even doubt it, but their understanding is not required for your purpose to unfold. I am asking you to trust the process, even when it feels slow. What is being built in your life is not temporary, and that is why it cannot be rushed. Quick results may look appealing, but lasting change requires depth, patience, and consistency. I am working beneath the surface, aligning things that you cannot see yet, but you will soon experience the results of what has been carefully prepared. You may also feel moments of reflection where you look back at your past and begin to understand things differently. Situations that once confused you will start to make sense. People who once hurt you will no longer hold the same weight over your emotions, and experiences that once felt like setbacks will reveal themselves as necessary steps. This clarity is part of your healing, and it is also part of your growth. Do not be afraid of the quiet moments. Silence is not emptiness, it is space. It is where you hear more clearly, where you feel more deeply, and where you understand more fully. I am speaking to you even in those quiet spaces, guiding you without noise and leading you without pressure. Learn to recognize that presence because it will help you navigate what comes next. There is a door opening in your life, but it is not a door you can force. It will open at the right moment, and when it does, you will know. There will be a sense of alignment, a feeling that things are falling into place without resistance. That is how you will recognize what is meant for you, not by struggle, not by confusion, but by a quiet certainty that feels steady and clear. Until that moment, remain patient, remain focused, and remain open. You are not waiting without purpose. Every day is part of your preparation, every moment is shaping you, and every step is bringing you closer to what is already aligned with your life. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be right now. I have been guiding you into this awareness step by step, not overwhelming you, but allowing you to grow into it naturally. This is how I prepare those I trust, by strengthening them from within so they can stand without fear when the moment arrives, and your moment is drawing closer than you think. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. There are patterns in your life that are now breaking, patterns that once held you in cycles you could not escape. You may have noticed that situations that used to repeat themselves are no longer returning in the same way. This is not coincidence. It is correction. I am closing doors that were never meant to remain open, and I am redirecting your path towards something that will not drain you but build you. This is why things feel different, because they are different. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. Do not be unsettled by the unfamiliar. Growth always carries a sense of discomfort at first because it asks you to step beyond what you have known. But I am not leading you into confusion. I am leading you into clarity. The unfamiliar space you are entering is not empty. It is filled with new possibilities that are waiting for you to recognize them. Stay steady because this is where your strength begins to take a new form. There is also a refinement happening in your thoughts. You are becoming more aware of what you allow into your mind, more intentional about what you focus on, and more careful about what you accept as truth. This is important because your thoughts shape your direction. When your mind becomes clearer, your path becomes clearer. I am helping you remove the noise so you can hear guidance without distortion. You have carried burdens that were never yours to carry, expectations placed on you by others, judgments that did not belong to your identity, and responsibilities that weighed down your spirit. Now I am lifting those burdens one by one. You may feel lighter in ways you cannot explain, or you may feel a release that surprises you. That is because you are no longer meant to carry what was never part of your purpose. There is a new strength rising in you, and it is not loud or aggressive. It is calm, steady, and unshaken. It does not need to prove itself because it knows where it comes from. This strength will guide your decisions, protect your peace, and keep you grounded when everything around you seems uncertain. Trust this strength because it is not something you created on your own. It is something I placed within you. Type 555 to affirm. You are also being taught the value of patience in a deeper way. Not the kind of patience that feels like waiting without reason, but the kind that understands timing. There are things you once wanted immediately, now realize required more preparation. If they had come earlier, they would not have lasted. Now, you are ready to receive them in a way that will allow them to stay. Pay attention to the people who are entering and leaving your life during this time. There is meaning in every connection and every separation. Some are being sent to support you, to guide you, or to confirm what you already feel within. Others are being removed because their presence would interfere with where you are going. Do not hold on to what is leaving, and do not question what is arriving. Everything is happening with purpose. You may also notice an increase in moments where you feel deeply connected, moments where everything seems to align and you feel a sense of peace that cannot be shaken. These are not random moments. They are confirmations. They are reminders that you are on the right path even when you cannot see the full picture. Hold on to those moments because they will strengthen your faith as you continue forward. There is something important you must remember. Your journey is not meant to look like anyone else's. Comparing your progress to others will only create unnecessary doubt. What is meant for you has its own timing, its own process, and its own path. Stay focused on what is in front of you because that is where your growth is happening. You are also being prepared to handle more than you have handled before. Not in a way that overwhelms you, but in a way that expands your capacity. You are becoming someone who can carry greater responsibility without losing balance. This is part of your elevation. It is not just about receiving. It is about being ready to sustain what you receive. There will be moments ahead where you are asked to make decisions that require courage. You may not have all the answers, and you may not feel completely certain, but I will guide you in those moments. Pay attention to what brings you peace, even when it feels challenging. That peace is your confirmation. It is how you will know that you are moving in the right direction. Do not let fear speak louder than your faith. Fear will try to remind you of past failures, past disappointments, and past doubts. But those things do not define where you are going. They are part of where you have been, and they have already served their purpose. Now it is time to move forward without carrying them with you. You are not the same person who once questioned everything. You are becoming someone who understands more, trusts more, and moves with greater clarity. This transformation is not temporary. It is a new foundation being built within you, one that will support everything that comes next. What once felt uncertain is beginning to settle, and what once felt distant is starting to feel closer and more real. This is not imagination, and it is not coincidence. It is the result of everything you have walked through, everything you have endured, and everything you have chosen to rise above. I am bringing you into a place where your faith is no longer fragile, but firm and steady. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. There is something unfolding around you that you may not fully recognize yet. Certain situations are aligning in ways that seem subtle at first, but they are carrying deeper meaning. Conversations, opportunities, and even small moments are beginning to connect like pieces of a larger picture. I am arranging these details carefully so that when the full image becomes clear, you will see that nothing was random. Everything has been positioned with purpose. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You may feel a growing sense of awareness, almost like you are seeing beyond the surface of things. That is because I am opening your understanding. You are beginning to notice what others overlook, to sense what others ignore, and to recognize what others cannot yet see. This is not meant to isolate you, but to guide you. With this awareness comes responsibility, and I am trusting you to use it with wisdom. There are also moments where you may feel tested again, even after everything you have already gone through. Do not let that discourage you. These are not setbacks. They are confirmations of your strength. Each test is showing you how far you have come and how much you have grown. You are not facing the same challenges as before. You are facing them with a different level of strength and understanding. You are also learning to stand firm in your decisions. There was a time when you second-guessed yourself, when you looked for validation before taking a step. But now you are becoming more confident in what you feel and what you know. This confidence is not arrogance. It is alignment. It comes from knowing that you are being guided, even when the path is not fully visible. There is a quiet confidence forming within you that does not need approval. It does not seek attention, and it does not depend on recognition. It simply exists, grounded in truth and strengthened by experience. This confidence will carry you through moments where others may doubt you, and it will help you remain steady when things around you begin to shift. Type 333 if you believe in divine timing. You may also notice that your priorities are changing. Things that once felt urgent are no longer as important, and things that truly matter are becoming clearer. This is part of your growth. I am helping you focus on what will bring lasting fulfillment instead of temporary satisfaction. This shift in focus will guide your actions and decisions moving forward. There is also a sense of protection surrounding you, even if you cannot always see it. Situations that could have gone wrong are being redirected. Paths that could have led to harm are being blocked. I am placing boundaries around you that you may not fully understand, but they are there for your safety. Trust that not everything that is denied is a loss. Sometimes, it is protection in its purest form. You are also being prepared for moments of visibility, not necessarily in a public way, but in a way where your actions and decisions will have greater impact. People will begin to notice what you carry, not because you seek attention, but because it naturally stands out. This is part of your purpose unfolding. You are not meant to stay hidden forever. There is something else you must be ready for. As you grow, as you rise, and as you step into what is meant for you, not everyone will celebrate it. Some may not understand it, and others may feel challenged by it. Do not let that discourage you. Their reaction is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of where they are in their own journey. Stay grounded in what you know, but deep inside your spirit where growth is quiet and powerful. You are no longer reacting the way you used to. You are no longer allowing every situation to shake you the same way. There is a calmness forming in you, a steady presence that is not easily moved, and that is one of the clearest signs that you are stepping into alignment with what I have prepared for you. There is a reason I have been guiding you to slow down in certain areas of your life. It is not to delay you, but to help you recognize what truly matters before you move forward. When everything moves too fast, it is easy to miss what is important. But now, you are beginning to see with greater clarity. You are noticing details you once ignored, and you are understanding things that once confused you. This is not a coincidence. This is awareness being strengthened within you. Type 888 if you are ready to receive abundance. I am also teaching you to trust yourself in a deeper way. Not in a way that removes your reliance on me, but in a way that reflects the connection we share. The thoughts that bring you peace, the feelings that guide you gently, and the quiet sense of knowing you experience are not random. They are part of how I guide you. When you learn to trust that guidance, you move with confidence instead of hesitation. There may be moments where you feel like you are standing between what was and what is about to be. This space can feel uncertain, almost like you are not fully in either place. Do not be afraid of this space. It is a transition, and it is necessary. It is where old patterns are released and new directions are formed. It is where you gather the strength and clarity needed for what comes next. You have also been learning how to protect your energy. You are becoming more aware of what drains you and what strengthens you. This awareness is important because it will help you maintain your balance as you move forward. Not everything deserves your attention, and not everyone deserves your energy. You are learning to choose wisely, and that will make a difference in everything you experience. There is something powerful about the way you are beginning to respond to challenges. Instead of reacting immediately, you are pausing, observing, and choosing your response.